Dinner with the Diller.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Dinner with the Diller podcast. I'm your host, the Art Diller. And to my left, I got the man, the myth, the legend. Everybody asks, man, who shoots your videos? I'm plugging you in right now. I'm right here with Cinematic B. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing good, brother. How you doing, man?
You all right, man?
I'm doing good, man. Glad to be in Augusta as usual, man.
It's been a minute. It's been a while. So this podcast, for the most part, is for creators, business owners, and you as a videographer. Man, you share a lot of great stories.
Yeah, we sure do, man.
A lot of things we go through as creatives, being self-employed, working with the people. So first, let's start with tell them who you are, where you from. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. So, my name is Cinematic B. I've been doing videography full time for about 5 years now, primarily music videos. From Atlanta, born and raised. I've been working with my boy Dorian here for maybe like 3 or 4 years now. So, and I also have a couple other clients I have out here in Augusta. So, Augusta's actually kind of becoming like a second home to me almost, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? I could definitely see myself moving out here one day, like when I get older and just kicking it out here, man. Y'all got so many like great different places out here to eat and stuff too, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry about humanitarian clothes right now. So
Oh yeah, I know, man. That's my favorite. Like, bro, if you watching, man, look, I love your spot, man. I really
Brother
do.
B, Denise, my man, was trying to get some kale salad today, but we planned to shoot at the wrong time.
Look, I love y'all salad. Every time I come down here, Dorian show you the messages. I'm asking about y'all salad. So look, I'm telling y'all need to hook me up with something next time I come up here.
Gotcha. So what got you started in videography?
Well, what got me started in videography, man, was really just being bored, in my grandma's basement, man. And then it was around the time when like YouTube and stuff was starting, and it was like around that like MySpace area and stuff. So showing my age a little bit. Me and my friend, we had created like a little short parody. My grandma had like a little handy cam, and they recorded like maybe like 5 minutes at a time or something like that with a memory card space. And so we had made like a little short film. It was like a little parody reality show. It was like the Real World Atlanta before there was actually a Real World Atlanta.
Gotcha.
So we had did like a little parody of that just downstairs in my grandma's basement. And then I uploaded it on MySpace. And then I know like that next week when I went to school, man, everybody had saw it, man. Like everybody was like, bro, this was so funny. I want to be in the next one and stuff like that. And so I was like, man, I could get used to this. Like, you know what I mean? So I kind of just kept doing it. And then eventually it became something that I knew I wanted to do. Like, you know what I mean? I couldn't see myself doing anything else. And I always knew I didn't want a regular job. Mm-hmm. And it was just something I fell in love with, man. And I felt like it was something that I was naturally good at. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes when like you do stuff, you kind of have like that learning curve. But I feel like it was something that I just got off the rip. You know what I mean? Like editing and everything like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I found you on Instagram?
Yeah, you did. You found me on IG.
Yeah.
And then I know you reached out to me on the through email. I think the first video we did was it? What was the first video we did? Penthouse Suite. The in-studio record.
The studio joint with the band Phase. Shout out Phase 360.
Yeah, man. Because how many videos have we done so far together?
I forgot.
Yeah, man. Me too. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, man, how many videos have we done?
We got those videos. We done some videos with the Art District Project.
Right.
We did one short film.
Right.
For Crave. It's been
we done a lot, man. I think we've done at least 8 projects for sure.
It's probably more than that.
Right.
Because I think we forget Numbers Don't Lie.
Oh yeah.
We Ain't the Same.
Dang, I'm feeling got a lot of stuff we haven't even shot. Like, yeah, man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. So at the time I was working with a few different guys. Some of them, at the time I know they were working with some artists and they was like going on tour and stuff, so they weren't really available like that. So that's where I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, Instagram is a great tool. I'm gonna tell you a funny story. When I moved to Charlotte, I ain't gonna say no names. One of my peoples put me down with a barber there. The barber jacked my head all the way up, bro.
Oh, really? That's the worst.
I was like, the first time I went, I was like, yo, this ain't right. So then the next time I was like, hey man, here go this picture. I want my haircut like this.
Yeah.
So that time it was cool. But bro, the third time I went, bro, I wore a skull cap for like 2.5 weeks and I came back to Augusta. I heard my people say, man, he was like, man, come on, I'll get you straight, man. It's on me. So what happened was from there, I started once again searching on Instagram. I found my man Rashad. Shout out Rashad, the franchise barbershop. And from that, I locked in with him the same way how me and you we became friends and cool or whatever. But I done moved back to Augusta now. But yeah, I was going to see him or whatever. So the same way with you, I was looking online, looking for somebody who can give me a certain quality video or whatever, and it's like, boom, we linked.
Man, because like, that was a while ago too, man. Like, but IG is an amazing tool, man. That's literally like how I make almost like I say it makes it maybe like 60%, 70% of my business. Besides like with the other being like word of mouth, you know what I mean? Because after a while. After you start doing stuff, you know what I mean? Because like what I feel like a lot of people in creatives don't understand as far as business, and I'm sure you understand this too, is like the best thing you can really do is like I think a lot of people seek out like a bunch of clients, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's always really about having like those good clients that you have a relationship with,
Right.
that you already know what to expect from each other, and it's nothing like because I feel like. I don't know about you, but I know for me personally, I feel like when you have like those bad experiences with like certain clients and stuff, it really be giving you like post-traumatic stress disorder, man. Like real, like you know what I'm saying, like real stuff, man. Like, I don't know if I can cuss on here or not, but
yeah, you know you good.
Oh, okay, like but like real shit though, man. Like you be getting like post-traumatic stress. So it's like as soon as you have like one of those like red flags, you like oh hell no, like I'm not even supposed to go through this and blah blah. Because like even by the time you get that money and it's all said and done, you're like man, I shouldn't even have like done this. I done put so much time into it and just trying to. It's just like with any relationship. It's like a couple that don't get along. Y'all just trying to get along. But then it's just like, and it just puts stress on everybody, you know?
Oh, yeah. No, I definitely deal with that, too. Just let everybody know I'm not here flexing. We just finished the video shoot, so
we sure
I had to use a cigar, so I'm not going to waste a cigar, so that's why I'm smoking it, and we got a little Uncle Nearest whiskey, so yeah. But no, I deal with that, too, and to be honest, I've had to have a couple people where I had to cut off. You know what I mean? Because I felt like what they don't get is you being inconsiderate. Like when me and you talk, I'm going to say, bro, this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to get it done by. What's your availability?
Right, exactly.
Once you say, well, bro, I'm available this, you say, okay, we need to do this, then we move from there. But I don't think people think like that. Like some people wake up one day, man, and they got an idea. And when I tell you they would call my phone, they would text, they would call through Facebook, Instagram, whole 9 yards. I'm like, what's wrong? Yo, man, I need this flyer. Okay, like just say you need a flyer. When is the event? It's in December, bro. It's the end of July. Why you blowing up my phone like
Right.
But they don't get that. Like we're humans.
Right.
Like I need to sleep. I need to eat. I go to the gym or whatever. But they don't comprehend a lot of times. Think about the creative because one thing about it is just like you. When I talk to you, you say, bro, I this. I'm good with that because I want you to be as comfortable as possible because you're gonna give me the best work.
Absolutely.
The best work. If I'm comfortable, if I got some favorite clients of my own, and it's like when they call me, like sometimes they may text or may message late at night. If I'm up and I see it, I'm gonna respond.
Absolutely.
Because I know you're going to give me a job that I'm going to enjoy doing. It's not gonna be a headache, and the money gonna be good.
Yeah, see, that's one of those. In those situations, I really feel like I'm. In those situations, I really feel like I'm helping somebody. You know what I'm saying? Solve their problem. You know what I mean? And then I feel like with those relationships, I feel good at the end of it. You know what I mean? When the project's done, it's like I'm like, man, I'm glad I was able to help somebody. And then I think a lot of people too. Because I think. The mindset of like an entrepreneur and somebody that works like full time by themselves and somebody else who has like a regular 9-to-5 job, which majority of our clients do, you know what I mean? So I feel like they kind of like feel as though that like that's like the only thing we're doing sometimes. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like with certain clients, like the bad clients, I feel like they feel like that's the only thing we're doing at the time. Like and people don't understand, like we got families, you know what I mean? We got different stuff, like you know what I'm saying, like stuff around the house, washing dishes, vacuuming. You know what I mean? We got like, a million different things.
Regular things to do.
Regular different things.
I have to wash clothes, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
I gotta go to the grocery store.
Right. Not to say there's not a time for work when it's time for work, but it's like it's like I have a lot of clients sometimes. Like that I've had clients that text me like, which I don't mind sometimes, but it's like text me like all times weird, not at night. You know what I mean? Like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and blah blah blah. And a lot of times it don't be about nothing. You know what I mean?
It'd be something that they could have called you the next day about.
Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, why are you calling me? You know what I mean? Because I got into a point too. Like me personally, is like I get to a point where like now I'm like. Trying to set boundaries within myself and in my business. And so it's like at a certain time, man, like 6, 7 o'clock, man, when my family gets home and stuff like that, bro, I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. You know what I mean? Unless it's something urgent, you know what I mean? If it's something urgent, like, oh, bro, this and that, or like, I don't even know what it could be that'd be so urgent for me to even have to reply, but it's something that can wait to the day. Like that text message is going to be there. The product's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm going to be there tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
even the people you promote to, they sleep, bro. They're not going to be
right. You know what I mean? Like they don't, man. And it's just a lot of people just don't really understand what we have to go through. You know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes, because not only as like, are we helping them with the service, we also like the coach. We got to guide them through the process sometimes. You know what I mean? You got to do a lot of stuff that's
Right.
just because I don't feel like people even realize like just being in contact with you is a job too. You know what I'm saying? Being in contact with a client is a job too because I got to make sure you follow this and that and stuff like that. But that's why, like I said, like I love like having like clients I work with like continuously because then it's like a friendship and then that's when I really feel like once I get when I shoot with you, it's like I don't feel like it's work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like or I'm like doing like client work. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm just shooting a video for my homie. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like of course we do business like we do business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like the feeling. You know what I mean? Like you know that feeling when it's like you feel like you working for somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of working with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like and I hate that feeling. That's like one of my pet peeves, man, like working with people.
Yeah, because you're trying to explain to them the process because you understand for them to get the results that they're looking for, it's steps. It's the same way with the graphics. Like a lot of times people get aggravated. They'll message me and I'm like, send me an email. Oh man, I done put it out. Send me an email.
Email, right,
Bro,
yeah.
I got TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm not going to have time to sit down and go through yours and everybody else's messages just to get that info.
Right.
But if you send that email, Gmail going to have it right there for me.
Right.
On very few occasions, something might go to spam depending on your email or whatever. But for the most part, it keeps things organized. And that way I'm able to say, okay, you pay, if I told you 2 business day turnaround time or 3 or 4, if you paid on this day, I need to have it by
Right,
this
exactly.
day.
Exactly.
So it's a structure that you keep in place to kind of maintain organization and making sure people get what they want, as well as those who paid before you.
Right,
just
exactly.
Just because you call me right now,
right.
don't mean I ain't got another 10 people that's waiting on their
man,
project.
man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You know, I got a client who's just like that, man, and we've been working together for a while, man, and we had like conversations about it and stuff like that. But he's definitely one of those type of people, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And
the world stops when he comes.
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he's my boy. You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like he's one of them people where I feel like we still working on our relationship, but we've been shooting together for a long time. But it's like sometimes I gotta reiterate or like reset those boundaries with him sometimes. And it's like, bro, like I'm not supposed to like just send you a clip tonight. I'm not supposed to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like what, like why do I need to do that? You know what I mean? And it's just like on top of that. One of the things I hate too, man, I hate when sometimes like when people like feel like obligated, like you know, like obligated to your time, like you know what I'm saying, because they paid you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't know, like I don't get why people like think that, man. And then not only like, and that same person, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes like you know we get to like we had this conversation, man, where it's like with videos and like stuff like that, even with graphics, like you got to know what you want for one. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what you want, say that so I can help you figure out what you want.
Yeah.
And then not only that, if you don't know what you want, then say that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't wait till we get on set and then you're like, blah, 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 this and that. And then like with him, I had to explain to him, like, bro, we have to plan these video shoots. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when we come here and I don't know what we're doing, it's the day of and it's last minute and stuff like that. I can only, because I tell people, like, the video sometimes is only going to be as good as the situation I'm put in.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the video is only going to be as good as the situation I'm in. So it's like, if I'm shooting in front of a trap house and stuff, that's what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? If you got me in a bad location with bad lighting, that's what the video is going to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's all about planning, man. And then, because because what we like as a run and gun videographer, you know what I'm saying, it's different because like, you know, we do a lot of run and gun stuff and we do a lot of like less planning, but how it's really ran, you know, with big music videos, production stuff like that, they have like prep days, pre-light days, they come bring the camera in, have stand-ins, all that stuff. So then when you get there, they just shooting and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's a totally different process when we're just doing it on the day of, you know what I mean? And where I'm seeing the location on the day of. So it's like, it's important like to plan. And I feel like I've run into a lot of people that don't want to plan their stuff. And then when the results come back, it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? And then they want me to fix it in editing. You know what I'm saying? They want to fix it later. You know what I'm saying? They want me to fix it later. And it's just like, bro, like, okay, like, it's one thing for me to edit something and you want to add something, but for me to try to fix something that wasn't my fault, like, you know, I told you, like, when we were talking earlier, you know, off camera, like, I was talking about that client that I had that showed up drunk, like, you know what I mean? And my thing about it is, man, and, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know if she don't see this, but if she does, but you know, I remember, like, we was at the end of the shoot, man, she was looking through all the footage, man, and throughout the whole shoot, you know, because, like, the backstory, like, throughout the whole shoot, she showed up drunk, 2 hours late, you know what I mean? And then, you know, this was like supposedly supposed to be a big project for it. We had a meeting for it, pre-planned before it and everything, man. And showed up to the shoot 2 hours late, man, and which maybe was not necessarily her fault of her own, but it was her person that she chose, you know what I'm saying? And she was 2 hours late, man, and then I remember we were sitting there at the end of the shoot, man, and she was just looking at all the footage and stuff, and man, we probably had, like, in total, maybe, like, 10, 20 clips or something like that, man. You know what I mean? Usually when I have a video, it's usually around like 30, 40 or something like that, man. But I remember her just looking at all the footage, and she was like, oh, I just put so much money and time into this and blah, blah. And then I'm thinking to myself, it's like, well, why did you not come take it seriously? You know what I mean? Because if I spent money, because she spent like a good chunk of money, you know what I'm saying, on everything. You know what I mean? So I understand that, but it's like when you're not coming in and taking it seriously, it's like, well, how can you sit here looking crazy like you didn't show up? Like, it's like, I get, like, if you want to come to a shoot and feel good, relieve a little anxiety, but when you come drunk, you know what I'm saying? Where I got to sit here and, like, call your name 3 or 4 times and stuff like that. It's like, okay. And then, like, when the results came back, it's just like, oh, well, I'm really disappointed that we didn't get this and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, we ran out of time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got what I could. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like how you didn't get this shot like this. And I'm like, well, you know what I mean? Like, and then it's just like, that's the part about it too, man. Like, it's like the responsibility you have to take on for stuff like that. I know it's maybe a little different for graphics, maybe.
No, it's not.
Really?
No, it's not. And the reason I say it's not is because a lot of times people will call and say, well, bro, I need this, I need a logo, whatever. So then I'm like, okay, do you have an idea what you want?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes yes and sometimes no. When you tell me no, then I got a logo questionnaire that you got to fill out. I need to know what kind of color schemes, what kind of people you trying to target. Are you trying to get, younger kids? I need something more brighter.
Right,
You're trying to get more adult crowds, or you doing health industry. It's certain color schemes that goes with those industries. It's all science and everything. But most people don't get it. They just think, here go the money, make something, and whatever.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I appreciate some clients have seen enough of my work, and they say, bro, this ain't my business. This is what I need. And I knock it out, and they like, bro, I'm going to tell you something funny. This is funny. And it's crazy if you see this cool. I had a dude hit me from prison.
Oh, really? Okay.
He's like, bro, I'm getting my business set up. I'm finna get ready to come home, blase, blase. I'm going to get my girl to send the money to you. I need this. Knocked it out one shot.
Man, see,
he said, bro, that logo is so hard.
See, that's a good feeling, man.
He said, I'm coming right back to you.
See, that's what kind of clients I like, man. Easy to work with and easy to please, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not nobody who's gonna fucking like pull my hair out or just try to like, cause I'm sure you have those clients too that be just trying to suck the damn life out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you have no idea.
Like, just be trying to suck, and you know what I mean. And with that Photoshop stuff too, man. God bless you, man, because like that was just one of those things, man. Like when I was in college for film, man. Like we had a Photoshop class, bro, and oh my god, I hated it, man. I just hated it. And then one of those things too is like, at that time, Photoshop didn't have like the Command Z setting where you can just like back out. You had to go to you had to go to like the history and then go back. Yeah, man. So that was one of those things I really, really hated.
Photoshop, I'm mad at y'all. When I first got started, that program cost you about $1,200. Now, $50 a monthly subscription.
Monthly subscription, man.
$50. You can get right started.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I had to cancel my Adobe subscription. I actually switched to Final Cut 10 because it was just a one-time payment. And I was just like, you know what I mean? I was like, damn, man, I'm like $30 a month, like just to edit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I can just pay $300 one time.
You need the internet service to use it and all.
Yeah, like so I'm like, man, I don't know about this Adobe. Like, you know what I mean? They really need to have, and like not only that, like with Adobe is like if you decide to cancel like early, like they won't even let you.
Oh, really?
I swear, yeah, because I don't know if you know, but like when you sign up for that, like you actually sign on the contract. Because I know I'm like one of them people too that just agree, like you know what I'm saying, and keep on going about your business and like
it don't matter to me because I need them. So
yeah, exactly, yeah. But when I try to cancel my Adobe subscription, they like, oh no, you can't cancel because you're on a 1-year term, blah this and that. And I'm like, what? Like, and so they was like, but we'll give you like 3-6 months off and blah blah. And then like you can continue like from there. And I'm like, oh, I guess, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
nah, I mean, eventually with the events and everything I'm doing, I think one day I do want to be able to back off from the graphics, but right now, definitely at least next year or two, I'm definitely locked in, so it ain't gonna matter. But I understand that though, how they do that, you know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, you had so many people, you can bootleg copies of it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I get it, but it's cool. So where do you see yourself in the future? You know what I mean? I know you primarily do music videos, but as a creative, I'm quite sure you have other visions for your business.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, like, next 1 year, next 5 years? What do you think?
Well, what I really want to do, man, is I really want to start. I really want to get into like doing YouTube and like doing like tutorials and like kind of breaking down some of the things that I do and really kind of like really just kind of establish myself outside of, because one thing I think about, man, is that if we were just talking about how like Instagram, like how it's a great tool and stuff like that. But I think about like as far as my business, like if Instagram was to get deleted tomorrow,
We in trouble.
We in trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and that's the only platform where I have, you know what I'm saying, like like a following on there and like get business too. So I'm like, man, like, and I'd be like, dreading the day or hope that, knock on wood, that like somebody hacked my Instagram and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like having to start all over. That'd be like the worst thing ever for like that's like somebody burning down your building. Like if you had a business, man. Yep. And so like that's what I'm saying. I want to just establish myself on another platform and teach, you know what I mean, and help like people learn and kind of just do. And then what I really want to do too is, man, start getting more into short films. Because I forgot to mention earlier that I went to film school for 4 years and did that. And so I came from like a short film background, you know what I mean? And that's kind of how my music videos look the way they do, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I came from like a short film background. Yeah. So I came from like a short film background, doing lots of short film. What I really started with was editing short films, because in college, you have to graduate with either as a writer, producer, director, writer, or like an editor. And with directing and with directing and producing, it was always like discrepancies, but like, I directed and blah blah blah. So I chose editing because there's no debating that that I edited it. You know what I mean? So and then not only that, with editing, I got to learn. Watch a lot of people make a lot of mistakes, and, you know what I'm saying, and see it being my problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I'm like, okay, so when I do my shit, I know not to do this. You know what I mean? So it's like that was one thing I loved about it. But I definitely, like I said, I definitely want to establish myself on another platform, man. I definitely want to start doing more like short films. Just stuff that like. And I really specifically want to do some more stuff in like the horror genre. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
listen. That is my pet peeve. Like, be honest, it's funny. I'm a fan. I like slasher films. Let me say that first.
Yeah.
But when I tell you it's been so much garbage, I haven't seen a good horror movie in so long.
Well, have you seen The Black Phone yet?
No.
That right there, good movie. Good movie. Now is it like scary? Nah, but it does have some good jump scares and like a good like story. It's actually good suspense, man, because it's actually written by Stephen King's son.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I did not know that until after the fact. It's actually written by Stephen King's son. It was a book by Stephen King's son that they made into a movie, man. Great movie, dude. I just watched it the other day, but
I'll go check it out.
I'm a big horror fan too because I grew up. My mom, she watched a lot of like the '90s horror films, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Jason, Hills Have Eyes, stuff like that. So my mom, she's a big horror movie fan. Like I don't even like. Because me and my girl talk about this all the time, man. I didn't watch a whole lot of like Disney movies and stuff like that growing up. My mom had me watching like horror movies in Sanford and Son, man. Like, so like that's what my mom used. My mom loved Sanford and Son, man. So I grew up watching horror. So like, and I feel like another thing too. I feel like besides the exception of like Jordan Peele, I feel like black people don't make a lot of horror movies. You know what I mean? Like I hate to, like, you know what I mean? I really can't. Not that I know off the top of my head. Besides like Jordan Peele, and I'm trying to think of someone else who would be a good horror director. But I don't feel like that. I feel like a lot of times when people try to do like short films and stuff like that, I feel like they always do like romantic comedies or something like that, or like something that's like kind of like Tyler Perry-ish, you know what I mean, along those lines. So I really want to do horror movies, man, because that's what I grew up with, and I really want to do that. So that's where I want to do like horror short films, and hopefully be able to like monetize that to where I'm able to like do it and have a YouTube channel where I get like views and like accumulate like income through that. And but I mean that's kind of where I see myself and doing more commercial work. You know what I mean? Because I like music videos, but sometimes, man, with music videos, like we don't talk about clients, man. You know what I mean? It's a different set of clients. You know what I'm saying? Like I run into a different kind of people than like with other businesses. You know what I mean? And sometimes, man, you know what I mean. I'd be like, I'm just the type of person I really like working with the same people, man. Like I really enjoy it, dude. So it's like when I do get somebody new, even if they cool, I start getting anxiety. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, like because you never know with certain people, you know what I mean? And that could be too sometimes where I'm not like, which I'm trying to be more like do better at is like, really talking to a person and really figuring out where their head's at and then listening out for those red flags. But sometimes that's unpreventable. Sometimes you'll work with somebody, they be cool, and then somewhere in between, like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Who is this?
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like this is not
the same person.
Yeah, like so like there's always that, man. Like but what about you, man?
For me, to be honest, the events are flourishing. But as far as visually, I do want to start doing, which I'm finna tell everybody right now, so somebody won't say that. But I do want to start turning the videos into short films because I've done it a couple times.
Right, yeah.
Shout out to
Craig,
Jay-Z. We did the Life, Love, and Loyalty short film. We did the short film for Craig.
Yep.
But honestly, bro, I would love to partner with you on the hard joint because...
Bro, absolutely. Because to be honest with you, I really be thinking about... Because my friend Mark, I'll be like looking around here, and sometimes when I be out here, man, I'll be thinking like, man, I really would like to come out to Augusta to shoot it. You know what I mean?
Man,
because in Atlanta, man, it's like too many... It's harder to find like locations like y'all have here because a lot of stuff in Atlanta is like torn down or whatever the case is. But y'all just have a lot of character, and then I just feel like it'd be... I don't know, man. It'd just be easier to do it here than it would be in Atlanta,
Yeah.
just for traffic reasons and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just like a whole bunch of other different things, you know what I mean? And then especially with like, I feel like, you know, I know of this, like the spot that we're at right now, they have like access to different stuff that I can, you know what I mean, use for that. So it's like, I definitely want to, we definitely got to do that, man. We definitely got to do the horror film, man. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't even know you were a horror movie fan. Like, yeah, man.
I'm gonna tell you something crazy. The only people that I could talk to horror movies about is my sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anybody I ever dated, they not going to see.
Oh,
that.
yeah,
They
my
like,
girl-
you got to go by yourself. I'm not
Me and
going
my
to
girl
that.
literally grew up completely different. She grew up with like Disney movies and all that other
Right,
shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And you know, like,
Yeah.
cause what was that movie we were watching the other day? I think it was, God, I can't remember what it was. It was some Disney movie, man. I'm just like, she's like, you didn't see this when you were a kid. Everybody seen this movie. And I'm like, nah, like I didn't see this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was watching Jason. Like, literally, like, my mom had like all the Jason tapes on VHS. Like, you know, they're like the bootleg ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but she had all those. Nightmare on Elm Street, man, like Jeepers Creepers, like all those great horror movies, but they don't make them like that though no more.
No.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is, but like I said, but Black Phone is like we were talking about that. That's probably one of the greatest horror movies I've seen in like a really long time, and I haven't seen Nope yet, but I don't know if that's considered necessarily a horror movie.
Yeah, I've been seeing bad reviews on that one, but I don't know. I ain't seen it yet either.
I just don't like Keke Palmer, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I can't stand her, man. I can't stand her, bro. I can't stand her, bro. And my girl hates that I hate Keke Palmer because her and Keke Palmer have like the same birthday, so they feel like she feels like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean, like they're connected in some type of way, like, and I'm just like, no, like, you know what I'm saying, I just have the same birthday, like, but I don't like Keke Palmer, like, I just feel like she's too high energy for me, man.
Gotcha. So, let me ask you this: give me your craziest video story.
Oh man,
Just pick one, because I know you got a lot of.
yeah,
them.
I got a lot of them, man. I'm trying to think of like the craziest one. The craziest, man, that's a hard one right there. So I know a lot of them. I'm trying to think of like the craziest thing that's ever happened to me at a shoot. So I feel like I'm gonna miss it, man.
I know we done talked about a bunch of them.
I know we ain't talked about a bunch of them yet, because I'm trying to think of something that I haven't told you already before. That's what I'm really trying to think of. Something I haven't even told you already. Because any story, you know, as soon as we link up, I'm telling, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you are like my main homies and clients, bro. So it'll be like, you understand. So that's why I be like, bro, like, I gotta tell you this shit that happened up here, man.
Listen.
Okay, so I'll tell. Even I already told her and stuff like that. So I was shooting with this female, man, and I'll tell the story from what we were talking about earlier, man. I was shooting with this female, man, and the shoot went good, man. So like we shot the video. We spent a lot of time talking. We didn't shoot a whole lot, man. So we get to the end of the shoot, right? We're walking down the stairs. We're shooting at the W in Atlanta, right? So we're walking down the stairs, and she goes, oh, I want to really get this one little shot right here on the stairs, like a little B-roll shot, blah, blah. And I'm talking, my camera's in my backpack and everything, bro. So I'm like, let me go ahead and get this out. This, you know, like whatever the case is. And that's one thing I have a big problem with, bro, because I run into a lot of situations where it's like, where I don't be like, oh yeah, we good. And I'd be like, you know what I'm saying, trying to just get shots just cause, you know what I'm saying, even though we good, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So anyway, so we shoot the video. So I shoot the scene, right, man? And I don't know how this happened, bro. This is on my old camera. I formatted the card. Lost every single thing we shot, bro, that whole night, bro. Every single thing, man. And she's already kind of tipsy and stuff, man. So me and my homie, his name is Brandon as well. He was sitting there with me, man. And I'm like, Brandon, I just lost the footage, man. I just formatted the car. He's like, Brandon, no, come on, bro. Like, no, you didn't. I was like, yeah, dude. This is like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, man. And my homie, he had to be at work at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, man. So I'm just sitting here like looking at her. She's like, what's going on, guys? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, so I'm like, yeah, we formatted the car. And she's like, what? And so she just walked off for a second. I'm like, oh, shit, she's about to go off on me, man. And she was like, you know what? We can just reshoot it. We can just reshoot it tonight. We didn't do that much. We can just go up in the hotel at night. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, man. So my homie was like, man, Brandon, I ain't gonna leave you hanging by yourself, bro. I'm gonna come out there and do it with you, man. Shout out to IMXB for that, man. Like, because I couldn't even made it through that night without you, bro. So anyway, we go upstairs, man, right? And at this point in time, like, she's had 2 full bottles of champagne to herself, man. This is not a big girl, bro, right? So after that, man, we go upstairs, man. We're shooting the scenes. We get like halfway through it, man. And so we're doing like this scene where she's like laying on the bed, and we're getting like this little overhead shot of her, right? So she's laying on the bed, and so we're changing light, and she's kind of dozing off, man. Girl passes out, man. Straight passing. She's in lingerie. You know what I'm saying? Lingerie.
Abort mission.
Right. So I'm just looking at him, and I'm just sitting there thinking, like, what should we do? Like, 'cause we gotta finish this video, and like, I don't want her to wake up and be like, oh, blah, this and that. So I was like, man, let's just call it a wrap, bro. Because like, it was just like, at that point, too much was going on. We had formatted the car. We over reshooting. She sleep. You know what I'm saying? I tried to wake her up, but she did one of those, and I'm like, no, let's leave, because I don't even want to be in here with a girl with a lingerie with cameras and lights. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just leave. So we leave, man, and I get home, and then she calls me at like, It's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. She calls me like 6:30. Oh, did we finish? And blah, 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 this and that. But anyway, long story short, luckily, I was able to recover like some of the footage, you know what I'm saying? And use some of what we had reshot, man. And it was just wild. That was just like one of the wildest situations, man. And then another thing I just had happen recently, man, when I was out in California, man. Speaking of like not being like, all right, we good with the shots and stuff like that. I was in Cali and I was shooting one of my homies, Colgate. And man, we were shooting on Malibu Beach, man. And like we were shooting on like this little shoreline, which I didn't even like put 2 and 2 together. And like we were shooting on the shoreline, bro. And then he was like, man, you think we should get a little shot like right here on the edge and stuff like that? I'm like, we don't really need it, but let's go ahead and get it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I know he came out to Cali, spent a lot of money out there, so he was trying to get as much as possible. So I understood. So I got the shot, man. So we were getting the shot, man. Bro, this big ass tidal wave just comes. Wow. Like, camera's wet. I got it on footage, bro. Camera's wet. I'm soaking wet, dude. And then, like, my camera just not cutting on, dude. Like, and this is my new camera that I'm shooting with you with. Like, now, like, I swear to God, bro. Like, I swear to God.
You had to put it in the shop or something?
Nah, bro, nah. I got lucky, man. So, like, so my client, he's freaking out, bro. Like, and like, he's like, what do we do? Like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, I just need to like fucking think for a second. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, cause he was like putting like, so like, cause I don't know what we supposed to do right now, bro. I just need to get to the car so I can dry my camera off and everything like that, bro. So I'm soaking wet and stuff like that, bro. So got to the car. And then my camera was working fine, but my lens wasn't like it wasn't like recognizing my lens. You know what I'm saying? So basically, long story short, I couldn't shoot with it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have a lens. So man, this man's going like, we in LA, bro. Like this man's going like 70 in like this Range Rover here rented, like just going through traffic and shit. He was like, we just gonna go to Best Buy and buy a new lens and blah 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 this and that, just to make sure it was my camera. I was like, bro, let's just do that, whatever the case was. So he bought me a new lens and stuff like that, man. So we're in Best Buy, man. I'm like soaking wet, sand in my sandals. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's like, man, we just need to buy a lens and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. But long story, we got the lens. You know what I'm saying? And then the camera worked. But yeah, man, like that was one of them situations, bro, where I was like, I was sick, dude. I'm like, bro, I cannot believe, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and I was like, if I had just told this man, like, we was good, I would have been not in that situation. Which brings me back, like, when that same situation when the girl up the stairs, if I was like, yo, we was good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been in that situation. So I just feel like sometimes, you know, whoever's watching, like, if you videographers, it's okay to tell your client it's good if you're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I try to, like, over please. You know what I'm saying? And so then, but I feel like sometimes, like, I end up in situations like those. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't thinking like this big ass wave is about to come crash my camera, dude. You know what I mean? Like, and I just got that camera, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm still making some payments on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't go home. You know what I'm saying? Like without, you know what I'm saying? Without this, like, and then not only that, what made it so bad was that the shoot. This happened at like 11:30, bro. The shoot was at 12. You know what I mean? Like we was already like pressed for time. We was 30 minutes from the hotel where he had to go change, man. You know what I mean? Like, and this was like a feature with an artist named Kasky that used to be on Young Money back in the day. Okay. White dude, bunch of tattoos and stuff like that, man. So, but that's probably like the most recent ones, you know what I'm saying, that I can really think of that was like some horror stories, man. But now, ever since those things happened, man, I be trying to be real meticulous about what I do, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been in situations where I've like literally like had a hard drive crash on me, bro, and lost like 3 different people's projects, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Having to call them and be like, bro, I lost your project, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. And then you already know, first, most some people, a couple people were cool, but, you know, like, give me my money back. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need my money back right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, man, R.I.P. to a lot of hard drives.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Them hard drives, man. That's why I always say, like, back your stuff up, man. Like, especially on, like, a cloud. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's always good because, you know, them hard drives can go Anytime, man. Anytime. And then you screwed. Like, you know what I mean? That's like one of my worst fears, man. Yeah. Like, I be having dreams about that sometimes. Like my hard drive crashed, and I just gotta like tell these motherfuckers like I done lost everything. Like, especially when they put other money into it besides just paying you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right. Well, yeah, man. I just want to get you on here, man. I know we need to have this conversation.
Nah, man. Hell, thank you for having me, man. As always, man.
You know what I'm saying? Tell the people how they can follow you.
You guys can check me out on Instagram _CinematicB. You can also check me out on YouTube. Same thing, CinematicB. That's everything I'm on right now. I'm starting to get into TikTok, but that's also CinematicB. And for inquiries, please email me. Don't DM me.
Yeah.
Please. And if you're from Augusta and you know this man, get in touch with him. You know what I'm saying?
Holla at me, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Holla at me so I can prep you before you call him.
Please, because I know you got to pass through him.
Yeah. Call me, and I'm going to plug you in. We can work on your treatments and all of that. Because that's the other thing, too. I need to start getting writer credits for these videos. Because when my man come down, I got everything laid down.
Yes, man. And that's one of my favorite. Yes, bro. And before we leave, like, that's one of my favorite things about you, bro, is that I never come down here not knowing what I'm doing. And that's the best. Exactly. And that's the best feeling ever, dude. Where I'm like, I have no clue what I'm doing, man. Like literally, the shoot I did last night, man. didn't have a clue what I was doing, dude. Didn't have a clue until we got there, bro. He's literally figuring out when we there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like that. I really appreciate that about you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I just realized after doing videos through some time, I realized that once you kind of have the structure laid out, it's easier to come in and knock everything out.
Yeah, and it's easier to think on our feet too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, that's one of my like weaknesses with like video. Sometimes I have trouble with like thinking on my feet, so I'm always like, I need a plan. You know what I'm saying?
So that
like,
way, if it go left,
I can always come back to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
right.
But when it's like, I just have a real like, 'cause I'm like, I know one of my other homies, we had ran into each other. We were talking about that. Like, he's like, I thrive in that. Like, you know, thinking to myself, I'm like, bro, I'm the opposite, bro. Like, I can't thrive in that, bro, because I really gotta like. They can be calculated, you know what I'm saying? And then the way I shoot too, I feel like some people, you know, some people they'll come in just, you know what I'm saying, move the camera around, blah, 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 this and that. But I be actually trying to get like different like shots and takes and stuff like that, man. So I just can't operate that way. I just can't operate that way, man.
Right. So man, I appreciate you coming through.
Man, every time.
Y'all will see this video. Probably when y'all see this video, well, no, this will come out before the video. But once y'all see this, you'll probably realize, oh, that's what that video shoot was. But artists, if you're trying to tap in with them, definitely hit them up. Definitely reach out to me. You know what I mean? We can talk. I can get your treatment situated. You can shot with what, Butler Boy. Butler Boy in the future. How many? You just did one with you so far?
Yeah, I just did one with my boy Butler Boy, man, and he need to come on with them other ones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you watching this, bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
He ready for you, bro.
I'm ready for you. But no, I know. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to it. You know, we gonna get to it.
Oh yeah. So yeah, man. I appreciate you, man. We're gonna probably do this again. Especially once we get this horror film going, I'm dead serious.
Yeah, but I'm dead serious about that too, man. We definitely got to link about that, dude. Like real, like for real, man. 'Cause I'm in the process of writing something. Like,
okay,
yeah. So I'm gonna definitely send it your way, man, and get you out. Because I'm gonna definitely need you on that location tip. You know what I'm saying?
That's easy.
And I know you know the spots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's easy. So man, this is another episode of Dealing with the Dealer podcast. Appreciate you coming through, my guy. We out.
Get some AC on in here.